But it doesn't necessarily line up with what Mueller said he did in that investigation.
A 22-year-old man named Tristan Terrell has been charged with murder in yesterday's shooting on a college campus in North Carolina. CBS's Jim Krasula.
UNC Charlotte police officers were meeting nearby when they got a call about a man firing a pistol inside a classroom building. Campus Police Chief Jeff Baker.
We trained for this type of an incident, and we were able to get to the building, and one officer immediately went to the suspect to take him down.
Baker says his quick-acting officers, no doubt, saved lives.
Chaos in Caracas as armored vehicles drive into crowds demanding President Nicolas Maduro's exit. Opposition leader Juan Guaido is encouraging more protests today. Maduro appeared on state TV overnight alongside top military leaders. A storm chaser near Tulsa, Oklahoma, one of at least 5 states in the plains reporting tornadoes during a bout of severe weather. This man got out of Davenport, Iowa, as a levee along the Mississippi broke and flooded the city.
I saw some water coming up the side of the street, so I just threw my shoes on, grabbed my keys, and got my car out of the lot. Otherwise, the car would have been sunk.
Federal regulators want you to know sleeping pills can do more than help you sleep. Live to CBS's Vicki Barker.
The FDA has long warned that such sleep aids as Lunesta, Sonata, and Ambien can cause next-day fogginess or cognitive impairment. But now, all packaging will also contain strongly worded warnings about what can happen while under their influence, including such risky behaviors as sleepwalking and sleep driving. In fact, some hospitals have stopped using the drugs because of the dangerous things patients can do in that semi-conscious fog. Deborah?
Sit-in protests spell the end for 2 fraternities at Swarthmore. Phi Psi and Delta Epsilon are shutting down after campus newspapers released photos and videos showing former members joking about a rape addict and drinking to blackout. S&P futures up 7. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust. We need to talk about something. Constipation, abdominal pain, and bloating. You tell yourself it's not that bad. You take laxatives and modify your diet and exercise routine. But thinking about it all the time is frustrating. Do you find yourself making up excuses instead of admitting to people that you don't want to go out because you're worried about leaving home? Despite your best efforts to feel better, your symptoms keep coming back. If this feels all too relatable, you are not alone. If your gut symptoms return again and again and you don't know why, it may be time to seek help. Like 13 million others, you might have a real medical condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. To get more info about your symptoms and IBS-C, go to ohmygut.info/radio. Learn about your constipation, abdominal pain, and bloating. And if you're ready, find out ways to talk to your doctor or access one online. That's ohmygut.info/radio. ohmygut.info/radio.
Here's a new reason to drink up and feel good about it.
Did you know wine can act as a disinfectant for bad mouth germs, in turn helping to keep you from getting sick? Specifically, it fights germs in the mouth that cause dental plaque and sore throats. The study, published in the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry, says the organic compounds in both red and white wines kill 99.9% of dental bacteria and germs. But red wine is a tad better at killing those germs. But white works too. Matt Piper, CBS News.
A piece of TV history is gone. Fire officials in Ventura County, California say lightning sparked flames that spread through the foothills of Simi Valley, an area used to film Little House on the Prairie in the 1970s and 80s. The series was shot at Big Sky Movie Ranch there. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Everyone knows even good people fall on hard times. Your credit cards get maxed out, and you get behind on your taxes. Unfortunately, the IRS is not as understanding, and they won't stop until they collect. They have the power to take your paycheck, freeze your bank accounts. Even your home or business could be at risk. It's simply not worth it to take on the IRS by yourself. You need to call the experts at Optima Tax Relief. When you call, be sure to ask about the Fresh Start Initiative. It's a special IRS debt assistance program that could save you thousands, even tens of thousands if you qualify. Optima will immediately provide you with a team of professionals who will fight to protect you from the IRS, ensuring you get the best possible outcome. The Better Business Bureau has awarded them an A+ rating, and you will too. So put the hard times behind you and call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-574-9188. 800-574-9188. 800-574-9188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
I was currently with no prosthetic company, and I was just getting my beginner's prosthetic, and it still wasn't comfortable.
That's when Mike met William Bray with Extreme Prosthetics.
I met Mr. Bray at one of my daughter's ball games, and he'd handed me a card, and he seemed very confident and knew what he was talking about, so I decided to go see Mr. Bray just for a consultation, and just in minutes I was more confident in it, full range of motion.
Mike and many others have given great testimonials for William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics at 400 South Broadway in Glasgow, which you can check out online at comfortforamputees.com.
Yeah, I'm a rather large guy, and it takes a special prosthetic to carry my weight. In the first meeting with Mr. Bray, he realized by looking at the material they used to assemble my prosthetic that it wasn't at the weight limit to carry my weight, and had I not went to that consultation, I'd have never known that.
Professional care from someone who wears a prosthetic themselves. William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics.
If you're just not confident with it, I'd say go see Mr. Bray.
Call 629-5347.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everyone. Here on this May the 1st, it is 68 degrees right now in downtown Glasgow. Here at just 8 minutes after the hour, I'm Wes Royce. I'll be your host for the show this morning, giving Henry a day off, and Brennan Crane is in the newsroom this morning. We'll talk with Brennan here in just a moment. Got a good show planned for you today. I believe our Barron County PVA Kim Shipley will be here around 6:30 to sort of take us to the top of the hour. And, we got a brand new month of archives, so it's going to be a good day. And, of course, it's always a good day when it's your birthday. And today I want to wish some birthday shout-outs, and the phone lines are open if you have one to give us here at 270-651-9149. And we'll start out with what we have so far on the Ralphie's Fun Center birthday list. Happy birthday to the twins. Okay, this is the twins, Jerry and Gary Kingry. And it's a special birthday, a milestone birthday. It's their 50th birthday, so we have a double gong because they're twins. So here we go. A worthy gong indeed. Happy birthday to the twins, Jerry and Gary Kingry. Happy birthday, Ray Bradley Sr. Dana Bailey celebrates today. We got Nell Kidd on the list. Janice Botts. Happy 80th birthday today to Roger Bunch, 80. Sierra Humphrey has a birthday today. Patricia Elmore, Gina Chambers, Joe Ellen Perkins. Happy birthday to my old classmate Christy Redinga, Brooke Weir. We have Carrie Benedict on the list and Amanda Humes. Your good as gold person of the day today is Tammy Shockley. If you see Tammy Shockley around town, be sure you pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold from her friends at WCLU. And a little taste of Texas I will read here. This is a nomination sent to us from WCLUradio.com for Tammy to be person of the day. She says Tammy's a private duty caregiver. She has a heart bigger than Texas. She puts everyone else's needs and care above her own. She goes the extra mile for patients, family, and friends. True meaning of a godly woman. And isn't that the truth? Tammy Shockley, good as gold person of the day. All right, 6:10, 68 degrees. Brennan Crane has the live and local news you depend on next.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians.
Or maybe one of those days where you're just going to want to have a plan of action. And now to get your warnings, severe thunderstorms are going to be possible with strong winds and the potential for hail. It does look like we'll get some heavy rainfall, too. So certainly change coming. And once we get into the wet weather, we may actually see wet weather continuing on again, off again through at least the beginning of the weekend. Happy May, right? Few clouds, very mild this morning into the afternoon. More clouds and isolated showers, thunderstorms, which really means no widespread rain, 84. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, a little better bet tonight, 64. And rain gear tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms around, some storms strong, potentially severe, 82. More scattered storms tomorrow night. Friday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, a high near 80 degrees. Still a chance of thunderstorms on Saturday. We should dry out by Sunday and cool off for the weekend. Highs will be in the upper 60s to low 70s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
That's right. Yeah, Ray, we sometimes have to go through a little rain to get a little sunshine. That's the way it works. We'll take it. Current conditions right now, the barometer is at 30.06. Winds are heading south at 5 miles an hour. Lower humidity today, just 73%, and nothing in the rain gauge over the last 24 hours. Look for that to change in the next 24. All right, Brennan Crane has the news next. Stay tuned here on Good Morning Live.
Outpatient Services Center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care Monday through Friday with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gillyhide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
The purchase of any drink. That's right, buy a 6-inch sub, get one free all day long, and have the opportunity to enter to win some great prizes. So go ahead, watch your 2.5 minutes of horse racing, but first, head over to Subway in the Ford Shopping Center in Glasgow. Subway, eat fresh.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. Last night at approximately 10:08 p.m., Trooper Alan Shirley was on a traffic safety checkpoint on Liberty Road when he made contact with 28-year-old Rachel Gaskins of Columbia, who was operating a 2008 Toyota Camry. Gaskins appeared to be under the influence. Following standard field sobriety tests performed by Trooper Shirley, a vehicle search was conducted, resulting in several syringes and suspected heroin being located. Gaskins was arrested and charged with DUI, first aggravating circumstance, possession of a controlled substance, first degree, first offense heroin, possession of drug paraphernalia, and reckless driving. Gaskins was lodged in the Adair County Regional Jail. On Wednesday evening at 6:28 p.m., the Kentucky State Police Post 3 Bowling Green received a call for service in reference to a two-vehicle injury collision. The collision had occurred on Bethel Lane involving two passenger vehicles. Post 3 troopers responded to the scene. A preliminary investigation has revealed that Jacob Sweeney, 31, of Bowling Green, was operating a 2003 Chevrolet Malibu while traveling eastbound on Bethel Lane. Sweeney's vehicle crossed into the travel lane of Kelly Long, 24, also of Bowling Green, who was operating a 2015 Infiniti traveling westbound. The two vehicles collided in a head-on manner near the 700th block of Bethel Lane. Sweeney was transported from the scene and taken to TriStar Skyline Medical Center Hospital in Nashville for treatment of injuries sustained in the collision. He is currently listed in stable condition. Long was transported by EMS to the medical center at Bowling Green for treatment of minor injuries. The investigation is ongoing and is being conducted by Senior Trooper Bartley Weaver. He was assisted on the scene by Post 3 troopers, Medical Center EMS, Aerovac, Gott Volunteer Fire Department, and Bowling Green Fire Department. The Barron County Clerk, Helena Chase Birdwell, is pleased to announce that the Barron County Clerk's office now accepts passport applications on behalf of the U.S. Department of State. U.S. citizens planning international travel may apply for their passports Monday through Friday from 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon at the Barron County Clerk's office located at 117 North Public Square, 1A. For application forms, information on documentation required, fees, and a wealth of other passport and international travel information, visit the only official website for passport information, which is travel.state.gov. Parent nominations for the 2019-2020 Glasgow High School Site-Based Decision-Making Council will be accepted through this Thursday at noon. Elections will be held in the front office of Glasgow High from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Friday. Nominated parents must be available on Monday, June 3rd from 12 to 6 in the afternoon for mandatory training. And the Barron County High School Site-Based Decision-Making Council will have a special called meeting this Thursday at the Trojan Academy Media Center. The meeting begins at 3:30 on Thursday afternoon. 68 degrees, 616 here at WCLU. We'll be right back for more local news.
You're sick and your doctor's office just closed. You injured your finger working in the yard and it's Saturday afternoon. Where do you go? Well, TJ Sampson has 3 choices for you when these and other similar situations occur.
The clinic at Walmart can help with.
TJ Urgent Care at the Pavilion can help with.
And when it's...
Grandpa, are you okay?
You might want to try the emergency department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital. Your community, your hospital.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say I.D. to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
BG Tire is way more than just tires, though they are the perfect fit for your new tires using your tax refund. Plus, they're your full-service tire and automotive center. They offer pickup and drop-off service to your home or business to save you time. Alignments, oil changes, and brake work, BG Tire does it all, including emergency roadside assistance 24 hours a day. Put your faith in the company that Bowling Green and Glasgow have trusted for over 4 generations. BG Tire, across from BG Home Furnishings on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green. In
more news this hour, a Kentucky teenager has pleaded guilty to killing a convicted sex offender who lived nearby. The Daily News reports 17-year-old Lance DeArtigan, Lear of Auburn, entered the plea Monday in Logan Circuit Court to charges of murder and arson. The plea agreement recommends a 20-year sentence. Lear told the judge he went to Jerry Caudill's home on June 7th of 2017 around 3 a.m. and set it on fire, knowing Caudill was asleep inside. According to an affidavit from Logan Sheriff's Detective Kevin Bibb, Lear said he wanted to burn down Caudill's home to, quote, make life hard due to Caudill hurting others. State court records show Caudill was on probation after pleading guilty in 2013 to 36 counts of sexual abuse. Lear was prosecuted as an adult. Sentencing is May 30th. A Kentucky soldier has been arrested in the fatal shooting of an Indiana teenager. Authorities announced Tuesday that 26-year-old military police sergeant German Parra was arrested in Kentucky on charges including murder in the death of 16-year-old Xavier Wire. News outlets report authorities say the Fort Knox soldier is originally from Indianapolis. They say Parra and a teenager accused Wire of robbing the teen's brother and set up a fake drug deal last month to confront him. Video shows Parra and the teenager arriving at the scene and firing at a car carrying Wire. The teen was arrested shortly after and charged as an adult with murder. That arrest led authorities to Parra, who's set to appear in court May 24th. It's unclear if the teen or Parra have lawyers. Democrats Andy Beshear and Adam Edlund staked out their abortion rights credentials, while Rocky Adkins expressed his support for efforts to restrict abortion as the Kentucky gubernatorial candidates reached out to voters in a televised debate. The candidates fielded questions on issues including teacher sick-outs, pension reform, and the Medicaid expansion in the Tuesday night debate, coming just 3 weeks before the state's May 21st primary election. Republican Governor Matt Bevin and the state's GOP-dominated legislature have pushed a series of bills to restrict abortion. Edlund depicted the abortion measures as, quote, an experiment by the radical right, and said Kentucky has become ground zero in the fight for abortion rights. Beshear said he is pro-choice and supports the Roe v. Wade ruling that legalized abortion nationwide. Adkins described himself as pro-life. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin says his administration has crafted a new pension bill for lawmakers to consider in a special session. Bevin hasn't said when he'll call lawmakers back to the Capitol in Frankfort to consider the measure aimed at giving regional universities, county health departments, and other agencies relief from a spike in pension costs. The Republican governor said Tuesday in the interview on WKDZ in Cadiz that he'll call the special session in the days following the Kentucky Derby. He says he wants the issue resolved long before July 1st when the governmental agencies face ballooning pension costs. Bevin surprised lawmakers when he recently vetoed a measure aimed at giving the pension relief. Senate Majority Floor Leader Damon Thayer on Tuesday praised Bevin's effort to develop a new bill and build support for it. The Kentucky Public Service Commission has set new base rates for the two largest electric providers in Kentucky. The PSC says the rates are lower than what LG and E and Kentucky Utilities requested. With the new rates, the base rate portion of a typical LG and E residential electric bill will increase by about 27 cents per month. For a typical Kentucky Utilities residential customer, it will go up by $4.27. The approved rates were announced Tuesday. A typical LG and E residential natural gas customer will see a $3.70 increase in the base rate proportion of the monthly bill. Both LG and E and KU are subsidiaries of the PPL Corporation. Their last base rate increases took effect in June of 2017. The two utilities have a total of about 964,000 electric customers in 86 Kentucky counties. 6:22 on the dot, 68 degrees here at WCLU. I'm Brennan Crane. Up next, hear from Katie Martin in this week's Barron County High School Trojan Report.
I'm Katie Martin with this week's Trojan Report. If you would like to learn about radio broadcasting and be a part of our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and the Broadcasting Club is taking sign-ups for the next school year. Dues are $25 and include a club t-shirt. You must have at least a 3.0 GPA. The sign-up sheets are available in the broadcast studio in the upper level of the gym after school or see broadcast sponsor, Mr. J. Turner. The deadline to join is May 17th. Volleyball Open Gym at the high school is Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m., and you must have a current physical to attend. Students traveling to Europe with Mrs. Dyer and Mrs. Esters this summer are reminded about a mandatory trip meeting, which will be held on Thursday at 5:30 in room 17. FBLA officer applications for next year's officer team can be found in the public drive in the FBLA officer application folder and are due this Friday. FBLA officer interviews will be Tuesday, May 7th, starting at 3 at the ATC in Mrs. Rush's room. Chorus and drama students will be selling floats during lunch for $3 to raise money for their upcoming cabaret performance. Choices include Coke, root beer, Dr. Pepper, and Orange Crush. Here's some important dates to remember for the end of the year at BCHS. Final exams for seniors is May 15th and 16th. Freshmen through juniors are May 17th and 20th. Senior salute at each Barron County Elementary School is Wednesday, May 15th. Barron County High graduation is Monday, May 20th at 7:30 p.m. in the BCHS gym, and the last day for students is Monday, May 20th. And on the sports calendar, on Thursday, the baseball team hosts Franklin Simpson. The tennis teams are at Warren Central. On Friday, the baseball team is at Adair County. The softball team is at Russellville, and the track teams participate in the Carl Deaton Classic at Greene County. Next Tuesday, the softball team is at Metcalfe County. Baseball team is at Allen County, Scottsville. The tennis teams are at Glasgow, and the track teams host the Terry Reed Classic. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune in to our student radio stations around 7:30 and afternoons around 3 p.m. on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com. That's this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High, where opportunity creates success. We are BC.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Governor Bevin says his administration has crafted a new pension bill for lawmakers to consider in a special session.
We've got a special session that'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. That bill has already been written. It's been scored. It's being presented to all of the legislators now, so that in the days following Derby, we'll call that special session.
Bevin tells WKDZ he wants the pension issue resolved long before July 1st, when the governmental agencies face ballooning pension costs. Kentucky's Teacher of the Year is protesting the Trump administration's school choice policies by skipping a formal White House ceremony. Jessica Duñez teaches in Jefferson County Public Schools and says that sitting out of Monday's ceremony was about standing up for marginalized students. The field is set for the 145th Kentucky Derby.
Omaha Beach, Mike Smith, morning line favorite, 4-1.
Omaha Beach leads the field of 20 horses in Saturday's race. He's trained by Richard Mandela and will break from the number 12 post position.
We're happy with what we've got. It gives Mike a lot of options to see how it sizes up leaving there, but no matter what post you got, you have to have good luck with it, so we'll hope for good luck.
Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith will ride Omaha Beach. The Kentucky Public Service Commission has set new base rates for the two largest electric providers in Kentucky. The PSC says the rates are lower than what LG&E and Kentucky Utilities requested. A Harrison County constable is facing charges accused of rape and providing alcohol to teens. William Fields Jr. is charged with third-degree rape, wanton endangerment, and unlawful transaction with a minor. Authorities say Fields gave alcohol to two girls under the age of 18. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
If you're itching to shake off the winter blues, jump headfirst into spring at Kentucky's diverse state parks. Enjoy full-service resort lodges, cozy cottages, and scenic campsites for your whole crew, or just for two, plus top-rated golf courses and breathtaking lakes, perfect for exhilarating adventures or peaceful escapes. Put a little spring back in your step in the Bluegrass State. Plan your Kentucky State Parks getaway today at parks.ky.gov.
The new FN 509 midsize 9mm pistol is now part of FN's legendary concealed carry lineup, and it is a natural fit. With its smaller grip frame modeled after the battle-proven million rounds tested FN 509, the FN 509 midsize comes with two 15-round magazines and naturally improves concealability. Available at your local firearms dealer. FN, the world's most battle-proven firearms.
Let's turn to local sports. In high school baseball yesterday, the Glasgow Scotties fell to Monroe County 12-13. Barron County falls to Allen County Scottsville 4-0. It was Caverna over Fort Knox 8-3, and Breckenridge County defeats Edmonson County 11-3, and Metcalfe County defeats Cumberland County in a 5-inning match 15-0. In softball, the first match, Glasgow defeats Adair County 3-2. In a second match in 5 innings, Glasgow defeats Adair County 7-4. Barron County defeats Allen County Scottsville in 5 innings 12-2, and it's Metcalfe with the edge over Monroe 6-5. Caverna defeats LaRue County 11-1 in 5 innings yesterday, as well as Hart County defeating Casey County 11-5, and Edmonson County falls to Butler County 6-4. In high school baseball today, Glasgow welcomes Russell County, Hart County hosts Todd Central, and Metcalfe County travels to Adair County. And in softball this afternoon, Allen County Scottsville goes to Portland, Tennessee. And that's a check of local sports. South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one, or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com. In area funeral announcements at this hour, Norbert M. Gentry, 75, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at his home. Norbert was a truck driver for many years, working for Walbert Trucking, Southern Explosives, and Barron County Scrap. He was a member of the Caney Fork Missionary Baptist Church. He is survived by his wife of 55 years, Jean Kingery Gentry, 2 daughters, Lisa Vibbert and Patty Goodson, both of Glasgow, a son, Leslie Gentry of Glasgow, 7 grandchildren, Miranda Pursley, Justin Coe, Lindsay Smith, Seth Vibbert, Jessica Lacey, Tracy and Rad and Carolee Gentry. 9 great-grandchildren, 2 brothers, Jimmy Gentry and Leroy Gentry, both of Glasgow, and 3 sisters, Abby Murley of Glasgow, Reva Eubank of Louisville, and Joyce Fay of Shepherdsville. Funeral services for Norbert M. Gentry will be at 1 p.m. Friday at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home with burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation will be Thursday from 2 until 8 p.m. and Friday morning until the service. Billy Joe Anderson, age 78 of Tompkinsville, passed away Tuesday at Signature Healthcare of Monroe County. Billy Joe was the founder and owner of Anderson Forest Products since 1967. He'd been a member of Tompkinsville First Baptist Church for 54 years. Billy Joe is survived by his wife, Joan Anderson, a daughter and son-in-law, Joe Rita and Joe Stevens, a son and daughter-in-law, Carrie and Kim Anderson, all of Tompkinsville, 5 grandchildren, Jarrett Stevens and wife Heather, Brooke Stevens and wife Michaela, Joshua Anderson and wife Jenna, Laura Roper and husband Philip, and Mary Brooke Skipworth and husband Logan, and 5 great-grandchildren also survive. Billy Joe is also survived by 4 sisters, Blanche Lyon of Tompkinsville, Aileen Allen of Lebanon, Tennessee, Renelle Howard of Gamaliel, and Wanda Cornelius of Jasper, Georgia, and a brother, Clay Anderson Jr. of Powder Springs, Georgia. Funeral services for Billy Joe Anderson will be held at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home at 1 p.m. on Thursday with burial in the Mount Gilead Cemetery. Visitation will be today from 4 until 8 p.m. and Thursday from 8 until 1 p.m. at Oakley Tribble Funeral Home. Donations are suggested to Parkinson's Foundation. Brother Nelson Hensley, age 82, of the Halltown community, passed away Monday at his residence. Brother Hensley carried God's word to many people through his preaching, what God laid on his heart. He was a lifetime farmer who loved and cherished his wife, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. He was a member of Hopewell Cumberland Presbyterian Church and attended Glory Road Church in Hardyville. He is survived by his loving wife of 64 years, Oreen Templeman Hensley, 3 daughters, Carol Fancher of Canmer, Debbie Wells and husband Donnie of Linwood, and Marilyn Lyle and husband Danny of Canmer, 1 son, Tony Hensley of Hardyville, 4 sisters, Maddie Jewell of Canmer, Vivian Heath and husband Bill of Hodgenville, Francis Zimmerman of Decatur, Illinois, and Jane Yanders, and a special friend, Darris of Paxton, Illinois. 1 brother, Landis Hensley Jr. of Hardyville. 6 grandchildren and 16 great-grandchildren also survive. Funeral services for Brother Nolan Hensley will be at 11 a.m. Thursday at Brooks Funeral Home with interment in the Conyers Cemetery. The family will receive friends from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. today and from 9 until 11 a.m. Thursday. Memorial contributions can be made to Hospice of Barren River. Barbara Jean Hess Ross, age 72, of Glasgow, died Monday at NHC Healthcare. She worked in sales in the insurance industry. She is survived by her husband of 29 years, James Ross, 2 daughters, Tammy Lynn Cross and Kelly Sanders, 1 son, Mike Sanders, 1 brother, Calvin Hess. 9 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren also survive. A memorial service for Barbara Jean Hess Ross will be held later this week and will be announced by the McMurtry Funeral Home as soon as finalized. Funeral services for Gene Schweeder, age 90, of Scottsville, will be at 1 p.m. Thursday at Fountain Run Funeral Home with burial in the Fountain Run Cemetery. Visitation is today from 4 until 8 p.m. and after 8 a.m. on Thursday. Donations are requested for Hospice of Southern Kentucky or to Fountain Run Cemetery. Funeral services for Robert Isaacs, age 84, of Upton, will be at 1 p.m. today in the chapel of Seago Funeral Home with burial in the Leesville Cemetery at Upton. Funeral services for Christopher Alexander Walker, age 32, of Glasgow, will be at 1 p.m. today at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home with cremation to follow. Funeral services for Patrick David Mitchell, age 46, of Glasgow, will be at 11 a.m. today at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home with burial in the Minton Cemetery in Butler County. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Celebrate your memories. No 2 funerals are exactly alike. Personalization is a valuable consideration, whether the ceremony is elaborate or simple. Funerals are often individualized to reflect the life and values of the deceased.
This is Follis Crow. It may reflect one's occupation, hobbies, or a lifetime of photo memories. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
Congratulations. Are you excited about the new job?
Yes, but I don't know what to do with my 401k.
That's a big decision. As a Modern Woodman financial representative, I can explain your options and help you to make the best choice. I'm Anthony Mike. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
All right, everybody, we are back. And I want everybody to know I'm not trying to be lazy. I've got this cold thing. It's this throat thing. And so I recorded the obituaries to make sure that I got them correct because I don't want to mess that up for anybody or their family. So, having said that, we've dropped 2 degrees on the thermometer. It's now 66 degrees at 35 past the hour. You're listening to Good Morning Live. I'm your host, Wes Royce. Let's take a look at our weather forecast here from the Weather Channel. Here's Ray Stajic.
Few clouds, very mild this morning into the afternoon. More clouds and isolated showers, thunderstorms, which really means no widespread rain, 84. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, a little better bet tonight, 64. And rain gear tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms around, some storms strong, potentially severe, 82. More scattered storms tomorrow night. Friday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, a high near 80 degrees. Still a chance of thunderstorms on Saturday. We should dry out by Sunday and cool off for the weekend. Highs will be in the upper 60s to low 70s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Looking at the constant coverage in-studio radar screen, as you can see there in West Kentucky, especially that southwest corner around Cadiz and Paducah in that area, getting quite a bit of heavy rain, and that's sort of what that's going to happen with the scattered showers that we're going to see later this evening. Looking at our current conditions, Kim.
The barometer is 30.06, winds south at 5 miles per hour. The humidity is currently 73%. And the 24-hour precipitation has been 0.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just joining me this morning on Good Morning Live, it's Kim Shipley, your Barron County PVA. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
You're sounding loud and clear there. I don't even think we need to level it up. I think we're good.
All right.
I think we're good
Sounds
on
great.
the levels. So Kim's with me this morning. Of course, Kim is our new PVA. I guess you could say new. We're not quite into summer yet. Has the new worn off?
It has not. I still, we're working hard, and it's been great. It's a big learning curve, but I love it, and we're busy. It's a very busy office. The county building's busy, and our office is busy, and so it's all going well.
What do you think has been the biggest learning curve for you just coming into this? You know the industry. You've worked in it for a long time, but once you're in that seat, what's so different about it?
Well, aside from the property real estate end of it, is all the boats, cars, tangibles from all the businesses, all of that also runs through our office. And Barron County is a happening place, and we do lots of transfers every month, and there's just about probably 10 different computer programs. And so
wow. That's like learning 2 or 3 new languages.
It certainly is, and honestly, I'm not up on all of them yet, but I'm getting there.
Well, you have a big responsibility there because it's based on what you all determine is based on what sort of taxes we need to meet our budget here in the county, and so you've got a big responsibility. You also have some information to share with us. We're going to share that information in a minute, but it's a big deal, and it could save a lot of folks a lot of money. So stay tuned with us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, go through the birthdays, and we'll talk more with Kim Shipley here on Good Morning Live. Back after this.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
Going on all month long at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow. When you purchase 2 $20 combos, you get 1 free kids meal. Available for dine-in only any Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in April. Shogun Bistro. You've chosen wisely.
When
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
All right, time to do a little birthdays for today.
Happy birthday to Ray Bradley Sr., Dana Bailey, Neil Kidd, Janice Spots, and twins Jerry and Gary Kingery, who are turning 50 today.
So we have to gong them. Here we go.
Yep, double gongs.
Oh. There's one. You can't hear it. I'll turn it up. So we got two for the twins. Who's next?
Happy birthday to Roger Bunch, who is 80, so we need another gong.
Another gong. Here we go, Roger.
Sierra Humphrey, Patricia Elmore, Gina Chambers, Joe Ellen Perkins, Christy Redinga, Brooke Weir, Carrie Benedict, Amanda Humes, and Arthur Lee Brown. Happy birthday.
And Arthur gets a gong, too. He is 60 today. Here we go, Arthur. And our goodest gold person of the day, Kim, there on the bottom right of that sheet.
Oh, it's Tammy Shockley Day.
All right. If you see Tammy Shockley around town, pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold from her friends at WCLU. And a little taste of Texas, where good friends meet for great food and home for the best steaks in town. A little taste of Texas. And Kim, there's another sheet there, and some folks nominated Tammy to be person of the day. Why don't you read that little paragraph there on the second page?
The reason?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay. Tammy is a private duty caregiver. She has a heart bigger than Texas. She puts everyone else's needs and care above her own. She goes the extra mile for patients, family, and friends. A true meaning of a godly woman.
That's right. A little typo there. I noticed that too. It's like a cross between holy and godly.
It is. I guess both
Hodley.
work.
Hodley. We made up a new word. How about that? All right. You're listening to Good Morning Live. I'm Wes Royce, your host, and Kim Shipley, Barron County PVA, joins me today. And I saw you at sort of a trade association type meeting, and you said there's some big news, and apparently the word hadn't gotten out very good about it. So what we want to do is do that. We want to get that word out. So, Kim, talk about what you came to talk here today about the tax exemption.
Well, it's the homestead and disability exemption on your property tax for the whole state of Kentucky. If the year you turn 65, you do not have to already have had a birthday, but the year that you're turning 65, or if you're 65 or older, you can fill out a homestead exemption if you own and live in your property, and the state will automatically take $39,300 off the tax base, which means here in Barron County that it will reduce your property taxes from $300 to $500, which is huge savings.
Oh yeah, that is huge. And you think about that exemption, that's pretty much like it could be one person's annual Social Security.
That's right.
You know, that total.
It is. And then, like I said, they take that off, so, you may not owe much of anything at all. And it's simple. It's a one page that you fill out and sign, and then we just need a copy of something that states your age. Generally, a driver's license works best. We just copy it, put it in the system, and that's all there is to it.
So you actually take care of that in your office. So when someone goes to their accountant before April 15th, they already have that information, or how does that work?
Yes. Well, it's just off your property tax, so we like to get it in as soon as possible so that it doesn't ever get on your bill that you get in the fall. But if it does, we can still do the paperwork to remove it. It just takes a little bit more paperwork and a little bit more time.
So you'll be assessed on $33,000 whatever many dollars less
yes.
As far as your taxable. That doesn't mean the value of your home went down. It just means because of your age, you have an exemption, correct?
Yes. It on our page, or you can, if any of have our website, you can look at your tax base, or you can come by our office anytime, and we'll help you. We'll show your property, show you what's on yours. You can look up your own at any time. We'll give you a copy of it if you'd like that. And so if you have 100 $1,000 home, you take $39,300 off of that, and then you are taxed on the $60,000 that's left.
Oh, $39,300.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so folks, remember that you're 65 years old, or you're about to turn 65 sometime this year. You need to go ahead and get down to the VA office now. Fill out this one-page form that will exempt you from almost $40,000 on your tax base, which is a big deal. That's going to say, like you said, what's the change in that? You said from 500 to 300, or?
Well, it depends on if you live in the city
Right.
or the
If
county.
you live in the city or
That's
county,
what
okay.
changes that amount.
Yep.
The taxes are a little different if you live in Park City, Cave City, Glasgow, or in the county, and that's the variance. But the also, too, is if you're 100% disabled, you also get that break. So if your name has to be on the deed, but if it's a husband or a wife is disabled, you also get that same discount.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I'm glad that this is a good change. I think I don't think anybody would disagree with that. And the thing is you just need to know about it. And so, folks, if you are 65 or older, if you have parents who are a little bit older, there's no you just need to go with them, or you go to the PVA office and take care of this. And like Kim said, the earlier the better. That way, when you get the tax card, it's already taken care of, and you don't have to make an adjustment later.
The other thing, Wes, you were talking about obituaries, and a lot of times people, one spouse or the other will have it on there.
Mm-hmm.
And when that spouse passes away,
Mm-hmm.
then that exemption goes away. So if you have a family member who has passed away that's older,
Mm-hmm.
then we need to check on that so that the other remaining spouse can get signed up and they won't have that tax burden that they're not used to.
That's very important information. Stuff you don't like to talk about a lot, but this is what you do. It's great to have this information because I didn't know about it. I don't need to know about it just yet, but I know a lot of folks in our audience need to know about it. So I appreciate your time today to come and do that. Why don't you hang out with us for a little bit? We're going to talk to Sam Terry in a minute and do the archives.
All right, I'd love to.
Sound like fun?
That'd
and
be
then
great.
I probably just butchered all of that. We'll probably need to just clarify a few things in a minute too, just to make sure we get, all the facts on one note card, if you will. So we'll do that, and I'll come right back here on WCLU.
Add a beautiful look to your bedroom this week from Ford's Furniture. The suit in an antique gray finish features a nightstand, 5-drawer chest, triple dresser and mirror, and centers around this queen bed on sale for only $555 this week at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, Outpatient Services Center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care Monday through Friday with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
The only place you need to go.
All right, we're back here on WCLU, and we're getting ready to do the archives. Listen up, Kim.
All right.
The archives are brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services on Industrial Drive, because history is made by the hard work that stands the test of time. We will quiz you on that at the end of this program, and we'll be back here on WCLU with the archives. Stay tuned.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Headphones are on, microphones on. I've got a handful of archives and a handful of history. Let's go to the phone line now with Sam Terry. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Wes. Hi, Kim.
Good morning.
Yeah, Kim Shipley's with us, so we got that straight. So now everybody knows who everybody is. Let's get started in the archives. Just some promo stuff here. There's the Willa Brown Pioneer Life Award for 2018, or when it was established. They've got this thing coming up on May 21st, Sam. Where they're going to have a ceremony to be presented to the descendants of Miss Willa Brown. And, of course, we now have a historical marker in town with Willa Brown's namesake. Remind people who she was, Sam.
Willa Brown was born here in Glasgow, I believe, 1906, and she was the first woman and also African-American woman to earn a commercial pilot's license in the United States, and distinguished herself in training pilots. And some of her students at the Coffey School of Aeronautics in Chicago went on to become the famous Tuskegee Airmen of World War II fame.
Isn't that cool?
She had quite a lot of influence for at least a period of time. She was Eleanor Roosevelt's pilot, and got to know her, and also testified before Congress in 1948 to impress upon Congress the need to desegregate America's military forces so that we didn't have a white military and an African-American military. We were a unified nation, and she had a big role in that.
That is amazing. And I'm so proud that she is from where I'm from, you know? So that's the archives. And I failed to play our theme song, Sam. So I'm going to do that now. I'm pretty decent at multitasking, but sometimes I'm not. The archives, ladies and gentlemen. And now that we have the theme song, we've got a brand new stack of history here, 100 years worth. And we'll start with 1919 for the month of May. You have an article here in the archives that says, Law under which saloons of America close July 1. This is a big deal. Check it out. After July the 1st in 1919 until the conclusion of the present war, and thereafter until the termination of demobilization, date determined by the President of the United States, no beer, wine, or intoxicating malt shall be sold except for export purposes. This is the law the wets are doing everything possible to overthrow. They're calling the people who are against this the wets, which I think is kind of funny.
That's
interesting. Well, and of course that goes on to eventually become how we use wet and dry today in modern times, and of course Prohibition was pretty much a failed experiment in America. It created more problems than it solved, and so kind of an interesting thing. It wasn't real popular with folks.
Well, I like how they at least allowed for exports, you know, being a bourbon state, or that is what we do here in Kentucky. So anyway, that's history. The Wets, I think the Wets won the war. What do you think?
It took another decade or so.
Yeah.
Sam, I will have to tell you, earlier, I believe her name was Miss Brown that you were telling us about.
Yes.
We were in the airport in, I believe it was Florida, a few months ago, and met a descendant of hers. when he saw we were from Glasgow, he told us all about her. So it was very interesting.
Maybe they'll be at this ceremony, too.
So he was still sort of in the line that his ancestors had been. He worked at the airport. And I forget which airlines, maybe American he worked for.
That's great.
Very interesting.
It's good stuff. It's a small world, Sam. This day in 1929, the Christian Endeavor Societies of the First Christian Church and the First Presbyterian Church will entertain approximately 600 young people of the State Christian Endeavor Union. Noted speakers are to be present, and delegates from all over the state are to visit Glasgow for a 3-day period of study and lectures. At the present time, about 100 homes are needed. So, not a big hotel. We got a lot of young people coming, and we're going to need places for them to stay. And in a small town like Glasgow, that's appropriate and it's safe. And of course, I've never heard of this, Sam. The State Christian Endeavor Union. Can you enlighten me on what that organization is?
Christian Endeavor was basically what we would call a youth group today, but it was organized in churches all across the state, and it was a very popular thing, and of course 600 extra people coming to Glasgow in 1929 was a major impact on the community. We didn't really have places that would hold that many people at one time in 1929 other than the perhaps gymnasium.
Well, that's what you call a banner event. You know what I mean? That's
Definitely
something folks from that era didn't forget for a long time.
I'm sure the Tourist Commission would be very excited about those 600 arriving today.
That's right.
Wouldn't they?
and what a great reason for them to be here in our town.
Absolutely.
So this day in 1939, we skip ahead another decade into our history, where 2 officers and 30 men from Headquarters Troop 123rd Cavalry will leave Saturday morning for Louisville, where they will serve as guards at the 65th running of the Kentucky Derby. So the best seats in the house for our local cavalrymen and Headquarters Troop 123.
And I think we have an image of that group.
We do, and Brennan's putting that on the screen right now. So there is and they're on horses. How about that?
Yeah, they the 123rd Cavalry also had, and we had this on yesterday's archives as well. There was a mention of the 123rd Cavalry Band, and it was the nation's only mounted band, and you can see them here with their instruments on horseback, and they are out there about where the armory would be today. Thus, we have the name Cavalry Drive, and that photo is courtesy of a fellow named Walter Morris, who was a part of that group and lived on College Street in his younger days. And so a little bit of unique history for Glasgow.
Well, we certainly have a long history of great musicians here.
Yeah, Kip, turn that mic a little bit. My mic's different. Yours has to be. There you go.
Okay.
All right, making sure that we want folks to hear you. But anyway, here's my thoughts on that, Sam. If you're a horse, with that cavalry, you get to go to the Derby. That's some high company right there. For a horse. So,
it would be.
Probably some of the most important horses that they'll ever be around. This day in 1949, here's another story here. This is a tradition that lasted a long time. The War Mothers planned the Carnation Sale in the city. That's the Barron County chapter of the American War Mothers, who will sponsor a Carnation Sale on the streets of Glasgow Saturday, May 7th, prior to Mother's Day on May the 8th. Proceeds from the sale will be used for the benefit of disabled veterans who are makers of the carnations. So nice.
And that tradition goes back to Mother's Day at the time it became a legal holiday in 1914.
Okay.
And at that time, the lady who pushed for that to become a legal holiday claimed that her mother's favorite flower was the carnation, and she suggested that people use white carnations and take to the grave of their mother if she was deceased. And thus was born the tradition of many years that if your mother was deceased, you wore a white carnation. If she was living, you wore a red carnation. And that was kind of a neat tradition that we had for a long time, and I haven't seen that for a while. But
well, I could tell you, I do know for a fact that my dad and my uncle Sam Bailey both still wear the carnation in honor of Caroline. So it's still going. Maybe not as popular. Maybe Hallmark doesn't know about it, but we do.
Well, maybe everybody can start that tradition back, get it going full force again.
I think it'd be
and you may have caught the mention in there that the carnations were made by the disabled veterans, and those were made out of tissue paper. So they weren't a fresh flower. They were a tissue paper flower, sort of like the poppies that veterans sold as well for their fundraising purposes.
Well, in our Facebook and television audience, of course, are seeing this, and I'll read this for our radio audience. Here is the literature for this event. It says, Mother's Day, second Sunday in May, in honor of the best mother who ever lived, your mother. Isn't that nice?
That's great.
So, and thank you for sharing that photo with us, Sam. That's good stuff. This day in 1959, capping ceremonies were conducted Wednesday night in Howard Hall at District 6 State Tuberculosis Hospital Nurses Home for the February 1959 class of the Glasgow School for Practical Nurses. 22 student nurses received their caps, symbolizing completion of the 12-week classroom instruction. Clinical instruction follows with training in the community hospital. So in 3 months, you can go on to your clinicals and learn on the job and be a nurse, and that is something that, people don't think about that being an economic development sort of thing, but to have that resource and to be able to train people right here in your community in that day and time is a big deal, and it's still a big deal today because those are the jobs we need.
And having a nurses training program as something connected to T.J. Sampson Community Hospital goes very far back in its history. The hospital made a big effort to train nurses because we didn't have too many of them, especially during war times and that sort of thing. And so that's a long-standing tradition, and of course it's alive and well today.
Well, and Sam, I got to tell you, I appreciate it too, because and my wife hates when I talk about her on the radio. But now they also did that with physicians as well. They wanted a way to get new physicians to kind of come and learn about Glasgow, and a lot of them ended up liking Glasgow. One of which was my wife, and I would have never met her had it not been for T.J. Sampson's vision of seeing that a residency program for physicians was something we needed here, and a lot of those residents have stayed in the community. It's a great thing.
It is.
This day in 1969, funeral services were held for Dr. William Adair Weldon, a Glasgow philanthropist and humanitarian. A sad day in Glasgow, May 1st, 1969.
It was, and people need to remember Dr. Weldon. He was the benefactor of Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library, and we would not have had the facility on College Street had he not donated that. Those were apartment buildings that he owned, and he donated those to the library and helped them financially with a number of things. And of course, he was rather well known for Adairland Farm out near Goodnight, which was a showplace in its heyday. And Weldon Park was named in his honor, and we have the Weldon Tennis Tournament that is named in his honor. He started it, and it is the oldest tennis tournament in the South today.
That's incredible. And so Mary Wood Weldon would be his mom or wife?
His mother.
His mother.
His mother.
Okay. Well, it was this day 50 years. He's been gone 50 years, Sam. Hard to believe. But that's the story and the history. In the Daily Times in 1979 on this date, see, there's that cough I was telling you about. Lieutenant William S. Underwood retired from the Kentucky State Police. So the folks who remember Lieutenant Underwood, he retired on this day 40 years ago. And out of the Glasgow Daily Times in 1989, the story reads from May the 1st, an estimated 1,000 people participated in the Dogs Walk in Glasgow. That's DAWGS, which I'm pretty sure stands for Drug Awareness in Glasgow Schools. Because they were still doing it back when I was in school.
Is that a program that's still going, or
they may call it something
falls
else
under
now?
something else?
Can't be 100% sure. I don't know. Do you, Sam?
I don't know.
Of course, they have DARE, but DARE and dogs were two things. They kind of went together. So I'm sure somebody can clarify that for us. We'll skip ahead to 20 years ago on this day. Joy Bell Boone, the Kentucky Poet Laureate, will be presented an honorary degree by Western Kentucky University at commencement. And Joy Bell Boone is Dr. Bell and Darrell Van's mother, it says here on my side notes. So she was Poet Laureate. I did not know that.
Oh, yes, and she's also the mother of Shelby Bale.
Okay.
And there are other children who live out of state, but not here in Glasgow. And we were fortunate to have Joy come and live amongst us here in Glasgow in her latter years. And I believe she started some creative writing classes for budding poets and authors, and was a popular speaker and just a really wonderful person. And we were lucky to have her come be a part of Glasgow for a while.
That is true.
I think sometimes people in Glasgow forget how fortunate we are and how many well-known people over the years that have been in Glasgow, from Glasgow, or resided here.
They carry the flag for us, They go off, they do other things in bigger arenas, and they carry that Glasgow flag with them. It's a big deal. And we have this day in 2009. It was 10 years ago. Well, actually, it was May the 7th, but that's our first story for 2009. And the DARE deputy, who at the time was Dan Blair, officially retired. So, dogs, DARE, they reach a lot of kids and a lot of families. And so I'm sure it was a big reception for Dan Blair retiring. That's what I have, Sam.
We've covered a lot today.
We really have. And, of course, the archives brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services on Industrial Drive because, Kim,
they're standing the test of time.
What do you think, Sam? Is that a pass? Did we give her a passing grade?
I'm going to give her a pass on it. It's fine.
Thank you.
I don't want my taxes to go up, so yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Sam, thank you for joining us. We'll do this again tomorrow, okay?
See you then.
Take care. Sam Terry, our local historian, how amazing is he? It's just amazing.
He has a lot of information. It amazes me every time I listen to him of all the history, and I think we don't appreciate history when we're in middle school and high school. And now, as you age, you wish you knew more of it. And so, yes, it's very interesting.
Well, as you realize that life was moving really fast at that time. But it's good to slow back down and appreciate the life you've had and the people you've known and the people you've met. And it's cool to bring those things up. I like it, and I'm 34 years old, but I still think it's cool.
Well, and to be a small area, it's always been progressive in a lot of ways. And I think that's, with the history, that's what we need to remember from Glasgow and Barron County is we have a rich history of a lot of amazing people.
We do.
And there's still people like that here. We just need to find those people and honor those, and I think we try to do a good job of that.
I think we do. All right, it is 7:08. We haven't even asked the trivia question yet, so we're going to streamline and pause. We'll come back, and Kim's got a pretty tough question for y'all today.
It's a tough one.
So stay tuned here on WCLU.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Baquasil non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
An archives extra here for you, Kim. Fallis Crow just sent me a text, and he has actually a list of the 123rd Cavalry from 1937. Of course, we featured that story in the archives from 1939, but Captain was Gaylord Gilbert, Sergeant Aubrey Crow, who was drum major. So relation there for Fallis there. And then you got Private First Class Leland Neville, Sergeant Wilbur Otis Moss, Private Garland Harlow, Private Ben Kirkpatrick, Private Robert Heinman, Hall Potts, William Billy Vaughn, Walter Morris, H.C. Biggers, Jack Dickinson, William Webb, Corporal Raymond Bill Doyle, Privates James A. Jimmy Pettigo and Private Durwood Buddy Pettigo, Sergeant William Gabbard, Private Gilbert Biggers, Les Brown, Corporal Charles Neville, Edwin Page, Russell Daugherty, Wayne E. Tyree, Director, and Roland Underwood and Warner Hazlip.
Well, that is an impressive list, and
you know all those
names. Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Crazy. And Sam wrote back in the photo that we showed earlier is actually from 1937. So those are the names that we're reading just now. So we used the photo from 1937 for the story of 1939. So clearing that up there. I don't want to get it wrong, you know. All right, so we're going to pause. We need to look at our weather forecast real quick, and when we come back, we're going to ask a trivia question as well. So stay tuned.
What type of sermons have you been preaching lately? One man once said, "It's of no use to walk anywhere to preach unless we preach everywhere as we walk." He also said, "Preach the gospel at all times, and when necessary, use words." Statements like these are similar to the words of our Lord Jesus. Matthew 5:16, "Let your light shine before others so that they can see your good works and give glory to your Father who's in heaven." You see, our lives should be an open testimony to the fact that we know, love, and obey the living God. When other people observe the way we talk and how we conduct ourselves, it should be obvious that we know Jesus. So again, I ask you, what type of sermons have you been preaching lately? This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Introducing Wendy's new $5 Biggie Bag. It's got a new bacon double stack made with a quarter pound of fresh beef, plus nuggets, fries, and a drink. Try Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag today. Biggie Bag includes 4-piece nuggets, small fries, and a small drink. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Approximate weight before cooked. Price and participation may vary in Alaska and Hawaii.
Time for a sipcation with Wendy's Summer Beverages. Grab a strawberry lemonade, breathe in deep, and take a sip. And it's all thanks to Destination Wendy's. At participating Wendy's for a limited time.
All right, time for a look at our weather forecast. And this weather forecast brought to you by South Central Bank. Here's Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel.
May get close to severe criteria for tomorrow, as most of us in a marginal risk just to the west, a slight risk of severe storms from the Storm Prediction Center. So tomorrow may be one of those days where you're just going to want to have a plan of action. And now to get your warnings, severe thunderstorms are going to be possible with strong winds and the potential for hail. It does look like we'll get some heavy rainfall, too. So certainly change coming, and once we get into the wet weather, we may actually see wet weather continuing on again, off again through at least the beginning of the weekend. Happy May, right? Few clouds, very mild this morning into the afternoon. More clouds in, isolated showers, thunderstorms, which really means no widespread rain, 84. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, a little better bet tonight, 64. And rain gear tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms around, some storms strong, potentially severe, 82. More scattered storms tomorrow night. Friday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, a high near 80 degrees. Still a chance of thunderstorms on Saturday. We should dry out by Sunday and cool off for the weekend. Highs will be in the upper 60s to low 70s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
And our current conditions, Kim?
Barometer is 30.06. The winds are south at 5 miles per hour. The humidity is 73%, and we have had 0 precipitation in the last 24 hours.
All right, that gets us called up. Trivia is next. This weather forecast brought to you by South Central Bank.
Hello, I'm Todd Lockett, ag lender with South Central Bank. When I made the choice to join the South Central Bank team, I was blown away by our commitment to customer service and relationship banking. At South Central Bank, we work hard to cultivate trust and respect. The vision of the Bell family has grown from one single location to 29 convenient locations, each equipped to handle any of your needs, from cashing a check to buying your dream home or starting your business or farming operation. I would love the opportunity to gain your business and show you why South Central Bank is filled with people you can count on. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every year, Glasgow Building Supply provides quality driveway sealer to Southern Kentucky homeowners at the best price. And the pallets of premier Blackjack brand sealer have arrived at Glasgow Building Supply. Get a jump on sealing now. Each bucket is coal tar free and covers up to 350 square feet. Easy to use for resealing driveways and parking lots. Blackjack Driveway Sealer. Talk to the pros today at Glasgow Building Supply, 31E Bypass. They've got what you need in stock now.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new loaded hash round bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
There's only one place to think of when planning your Cinco de Mayo get-together. Your Derby Gala. Or any other party for that matter. It's Barren River Beverages. You can hedge your bet by heading over to the coldest beer cave in town. And of course, their store is stocked with popular brands and local favorites, with taps and kegs available and wonderful party supplies. Go with a winner. Voted the best liquor store in Glasgow. Barren River Beverages on the Burksville Road, seconds from the Cumberland Parkway interchange.
All right, 270-651-9149. That's 270-651-9149. Yes, the trivia line for today. Kim's got the question. Kim, what is it?
Okay, which Roman goddess inspired May Day celebrations in pre-Christian times?
All right, 270-651-9149. Again, 651-9149. Which Roman goddess inspired May Day celebrations?
Somebody's already calling.
In pre-Christian times. Let's go to the phone line and see if they're right.
Trivia.
They're not right. They weren't even there.
Trivia.
Venus.
Not correct.
270-651-9149. Again, you can only win once a month. So it's a brand new month. 270-651-9149. Who can tell me, what's the question again, Kim?
Which Roman goddess inspired May Day celebrations in pre-Christian times? It's a tough question.
Trivia.
Flora.
That is correct. Who am I speaking with?
It's Benny Lyle.
Hey, Benny, how are you? Dr.
I'm doing great. Good morning to you.
Good
morning
job,
to you.
Mr. Lyle. That was impressive.
Yeah, so I've got a picture of Flora right there. What else do you know about Flora?
Well, not a whole lot. I'm not an expertise, but it doesn't come in Roman goddesses.
She's like the goddess of flowers, apparently.
I would have thought that, yes.
Hence Flora.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has nothing to do with legal commercials on television.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, leave that alone. We're dancing on the line this morning, Benny. But
there you go. Yeah, I'll let you all do the dancing.
hey, I'm telling you now, first day of the month, the guy wins every month, and now he's got to wait another month. I'm sorry, Benny, but hey, you get to win either way.
I want to know, are you up on Roman goddesses, Benny?
I'm sorry?
Are you up on your Roman goddesses?
I am not, no.
Hey, thanks for waiting around on us. We're a little late on trivia today. But thank you,
Hey,
Benny.
that's
Come
good.
see us, and we'll send you down to Little Caesars, okay?
All right, you all have a good day.
You too. That's Dr. Benny Lyle, Superintendent, Metcalfe County Schools. A smart man, Kim.
He absolutely is.
Little Caesars is the prize now for trivia, so thank you to Little Caesars for sponsoring trivia. And Kim, I told you this is the best commercial on the radio. I'm just going to play it, okay?
Okay.
Enjoy.
Wrap me in bacon, wrap him in bacon, and pour bacon crumbles on my head. Pour bacon crumbles on his head.
Now that I think of it, I'll just go to Little Caesars.
We'll go to Little Caesars. Get a bacon wrap deep dish pizza instead. Get a bacon wrap deep dish pizza instead.
Get Little Caesars large, hot and ready bacon wrap deep dish pepperoni and bacon pizza wrapped in over 3.5 feet of bacon for just $12 at participating locations plus tax.
Pizza.
Barron County Business Supply. For all your home office, business, and school supply needs. They've just received another truckload of high-quality scratch and dent furniture at incredible savings. Chairs, desks, cabinets, more savings and more selection from Barron County Business Supply. Free next-day delivery to anywhere in South Central Kentucky. There's several ways to place your order. Visit their website online at bcbsupply.com. Call toll-free at 1-866-9-BARRON. Barron County Business Supply. The area's #1 supplier of office products.
Effective May 1st, 2019, the following rules apply to all contests conducted by Royce Radio Incorporated. Only one person can win a prize or pick up a prize within a 30-day period. For whatever reason, if a winner is incapable of picking up the prize, either at the sponsor's location or at Royce Radio Incorporated, prior arrangements must be made and all other contest rules must be adhered to. Birthday club, persons of the day, and all on-air contest prizes must be picked up by the winner or the honoree. IDs may be required. All coupons and tickets not picked up within 30 days of winning are void. No exceptions can be made. Dairy Queen winners drawn each day should call WCLU directly at 270-651-9149 for specific instructions on how to pick up your cake. This way everybody wins. And thanks for listening to WCLU.
Complete rules are posted at WCLUradio.com/rules.
CBS News Update. Robert Mueller takes issue with William Barr's summary of the Russia investigation and writes a letter telling him so. Loyola law professor Lori Levinson.
I'm not at all surprised that the special counsel is concerned about how the Attorney General portrayed the investigation. It seemed like Barr was giving Trump a clean bill of health. But I don't think that's what Mueller meant to do at all, and he said so.
The Attorney General will face questions about the Mueller report when he testifies before the Senate Judiciary Committee today. Correspondent Nancy Cortez has details from Capitol Hill.
We got 11 Republicans, 10 Democrats on this committee. They get 7 minutes each to question the Attorney General, and that's just in the first round. There's probably going to be a shorter second round as well, so a lot of fireworks to come here.
Barr is scheduled to testify before lawmakers in the House Judiciary Committee tomorrow. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
When the going gets hungry, the hungry gets Wendy's, especially with $1.99 kids meals after 4 p.m. Because when you get dinner, your kid gets dinner for just $1.99. It's a win-win situation at participating Wendy's for a limited time.
For all of your automotive needs is Gillyhide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. Calculate payments. Apply for financing. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Give us a call.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. On Sunday night at approximately 10:08 p.m., Trooper Alan Shirley was on a traffic safety checkpoint on Liberty Road in Columbia when he made contact with 28-year-old Rachel Gaskins of Columbia, who was operating a 2008 Toyota Camry. Gaskins appeared to be under the influence. Following standard field sobriety tests performed by Trooper Shirley, a vehicle search was conducted, resulting in several syringes and suspected heroin being located. Gaskins was arrested and charged with DUI, first-degree aggravating circumstance, possession of a controlled substance first degree, first offense heroin, possession of drug paraphernalia, and reckless driving. Gaskins was lodged in the Adair County Regional Jail. On Wednesday evening at 6:28 p.m., the Kentucky State Police Post 3 Bowling Green received a call for service in reference to a two-vehicle injury collision. The collision had occurred on Bethel Lane in Oakland involving two passenger vehicles. Post 3 troopers responded to the scene. A preliminary investigation has revealed that Jacob Sweeney, 31 of Bowling Green, was operating a 2003 Chevrolet Malibu while traveling eastbound on Bethel Lane. Sweeney's vehicle crossed into the travel lane of Kelly Long, 24, also of Bowling Green, who was operating a 2015 Infiniti traveling westbound. The two vehicles collided in a head-on manner near the 700th block of Bethel Lane. Sweeney was transported from the scene and taken to TriStar Skyline Medical Center Hospital in Nashville for treatment of injuries sustained in the collision. He's currently listed in stable condition. Long was transported by EMS to the medical center at Bowling Green for treatment of minor injuries. The investigation is ongoing and is being conducted by Senior Trooper Bartley Weaver. He was assisted on the scene by Post 3 troopers, Medical Center EMS, Air-Evac, Gott Volunteer Fire Department, and Bowling Green Fire Department. The Office of the Barron County Clerk, Helena Chase Birdwell, is pleased to announce that the Barron County Clerk's Office now accepts passport applications on behalf of the U.S. Department of State. U.S. citizens planning international travel may apply for these passports Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the Barron County Clerk's Office, located at 117 North Public Square, Suite 1A. For application forms, information on documentation required, fees, and a wealth of other passport and international travel information, visit the only official website for passport information, which is travel.state.gov. Parent nominations for the 2019-2020 Glasgow High School Site-Based Decision-Making Council will be accepted through this Thursday at noon. Elections will be held in the front office of Glasgow High from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Friday. Nominated parents must be available on Monday, June 3rd from 12 to 6 in the afternoon for mandatory training. And the Barron County High School Site-Based Decision-Making Council will have a special called meeting this Thursday at the Trojan Academy Media Center. The meeting begins at 3:30 on Thursday afternoon. A Kentucky teenager has pleaded guilty to killing a convicted sex offender who lived nearby. The Daily News reports 17-year-old Lance DeArtigan Lear of Auburn entered the plea Monday in Logan Circuit Court to charges of murder and arson. The plea agreement recommends a 20-year sentence. Lear told the judge he went to Jerry Caudill's home on June 7, 2017, around 3 a.m. and set it on fire, knowing Caudill was asleep inside. According to an affidavit from Logan Sheriff's Detective Kevin Bibb, Lear said he wanted to burn down Caudill's home to make life hard due to Caudill hurting others. State court records show Caudill was on probation after pleading guilty in 2013 to 36 counts of sexual abuse. Lear was prosecuted as an adult. Sentencing is set for May 30th. This has been WCLU Local News. I'm Brennan Crane.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
Add a beautiful look to your bedroom this week from Ford's Furniture. The suit in an antique gray finish features a nightstand, 5-drawer chest, triple dresser and mirror, and centers around this queen bed on sale for only $555 this week at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
Number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Let's turn to local sports. In high school baseball yesterday, the Glasgow Scotties fell to Monroe County 12-13. Barron County falls to Allen County Scottsville 4-0. It was Caverna over Fort Knox 8-3, and Breckenridge County defeats Edmonson County 11-3, and Metcalfe County defeats Cumberland County in a 5-inning match 15-0. In softball, the first match, Glasgow defeats Adair County 3-2. In a second match in 5 innings, Glasgow defeats Adair County 7-4. Barron County defeats Allen County Scottsville in 5 innings 12-2, and it's Metcalfe with the edge over Monroe 6-5. Caverna defeats LaRue County 11-1 in 5 innings yesterday, as well as Hart County defeating Casey County 11-5, and Edmonson County falls to Butler County 6-4. In high school baseball today, Glasgow welcomes Russell County, Hart County hosts Todd Central, and Metcalfe County travels to Adair County. And in softball this afternoon, Allen County Scottsville goes to Portland, Tennessee. And that's a check of local sports.
You don't have to know the mechanics of how your car works. You just have to know mechanics who do. That's the story of Haywood Sales and Service. From a small engine repair center, Haywood Sales and Service has blossomed into a popular place for trusted vehicle service and repairs with ASE certified mechanics. They're your source for Cooper and Mastercraft tires for any vehicle. Pros who provide dependable service. Pros who won't overcharge you and who want your business. That's Haywood Sales and Service on Finney Road at Haywood. Discuss your needs at 270-814-1068.
Do you know why Saturday, May the 4th is special? Because it's Derby Day? Well, of course, that's one reason. But the best reason is that Subway in the Ford Shopping Center in Glasgow will be celebrating their grand reopening all day long on Saturday. Buy any 6-inch sub and get a 6-inch sub for free with the purchase of any drink. That's right, buy a 6-inch sub, get one free all day long, and have the opportunity to enter to win some great prizes. So go ahead, watch your 2.5 minutes of horse racing, but first, head over to Subway in the Ford Shopping Center in Glasgow. Subway, eat fresh.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A second Fort Campbell soldier has died in a non-combat incident overseas.
The Department of Defense confirmed 28-year-old Private First Class Michael Thomason of Michigan died in Syria on Monday. He was overseas in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. Thomason's death comes about a week after another Fort Campbell soldier, Specialist Ryan Riley of Richmond, Kentucky, died in Iraq in a non-combat related manner. Governor Bevin has ordered flags be lowered to half-staff on the days both soldiers are laid to rest. I'm Haley Hansen.
Kentucky's Teacher of the Year is protesting the Trump administration's school choice policies by skipping a formal White House ceremony. Jessica Dunas teaches in Jefferson County Public Schools and says that sitting out of Monday's ceremony was about standing up for marginalized students. A Harrison County constable is accused of rape and giving alcohol to teenagers. Suzanne Duval has more on that.
William Fields Jr. is charged with third-degree rape, wanton endangerment, and 2 counts of unlawful transaction with a minor. Police say Fields gave liquor to 2 girls under the age of 18. He's also accused of giving alcohol to others under the age of 21 at his home. A 17-year-old victim told Cynthiana police she had sex with Fields on a number of occasions. The victim told police she was given alcohol and didn't remember much until seeing a video of a sex act on her phone later in the day. Fields' arrest citation says he's a Harrison County constable and was sworn into office to enforce the same laws as a sworn certified police officer. I'm Suzanne Duval.
The field is set for the 145th Kentucky Derby. Omaha Beach is the morning line 4-1 favorite in Saturday's race at Churchill Downs. Trained by Richard Mandela, Omaha Beach will start from the number 12 post position. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
Few clouds, very mild this morning into the afternoon. More clouds and isolated showers, thunderstorms, which really means no widespread rain, 84. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, a little better bet tonight, 64. And rain gear tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms around, some storms strong, potentially severe, 82. More scattered storms tomorrow night. Friday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, a high near 80 degrees. Still a chance of thunderstorms on Saturday. We should dry out by Sunday and cool off for the weekend. Highs will be in the upper 60s to low 70s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's take a look at our current conditions.
Barometer 30.06, winds south at 5 miles per hour. The humidity is 73%, and we have had 0 precipitation in the last 24 hours.
All right, that's for those of you just joining us, Kim Shipley, Barron County PVA. And this weather forecast is brought to you by TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
You're sick and your doctor's office just closed. You injured your finger working in the yard and it's Saturday afternoon. Where do you go? Well, TJ Sampson has 3 choices for you when these and other similar situations occur.
The clinic at Walmart can help with.
TJ Urgent Care at the Pavilion can help with.
And when it's...
Grandpa, are you okay?
You might want to try the emergency department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital. Your community, your hospital.
And we're back here on WCLU, and I'm joined with Kim Shipley. Kim is our Barron County PVA, and so we had a good time. We had a lot of cool history today, and we've got some news to tell you. And if you're just joining us, and we've had some phone calls about it too. So I just want to clarify. Talk about the homestead exemption and then the handicap. They're two different things.
Good morning, everybody. The homestead and disability exemption, and it's for the entire state of Kentucky. The state allows us to take $39,300 off the tax base of your property. So if you have a $100,000 property, the system will take $39,300 off, and you'll pay the tax on the remaining, say 60-ish thousand or whatever your home starts with. They take that off. So in Barron County, that will save you anywhere from $300 to $500, depending on if you live in the city or in the county, where exactly you live. So it is a great deal. You can come in if you are 65 anytime this year. You do not have to wait for your birthday. Come on in. It's a 1-page paper that you fill out, and we just get a copy of your driver's license or anything you want to bring for proof of age, and fill that out, and that's it. Simple as can be.
So, again, that is at the PVA office. Don't go to the clerk's office. Don't go to your account. Go to the PVA office.
It's in the county building on the north side of the square, and we are on the 2nd floor, right upstairs from the clerk and the sheriff's. They're on the 1st floor. We're on the 2nd floor. Just come on up, drop by anytime.
All right, so there you have it, folks. Kim Shipley. We're going to hang around a little bit longer. We got birthdays to talk about. Stay tuned.
Good morning, friends. At Ephesians 4, we're told to be in control of our anger. We're told that failure to get rid of anger quickly will give the devil an opportunity in our lives. The devil sets us up to get upset so that we act ugly and throw fits and ruin our influence for God in front of others. We certainly can't show that God is in control if we're doing these things. Come on now, friends. Let's do good and be nice to all people. We all need help in this area. Show the love of God and the control of the Spirit to a world full of bitterness and spite. Don't leave home without inviting God to fill you with the power and grace to demonstrate love and compassion toward everybody you meet. Let's not offer up some lame excuse about bad days or bad breaks or bad people. If we're under the guidance of God's Word and the control of God's Spirit, we'll act and speak with God's deeds and words. Step out of your prison of self-centered desire and start showing God to the world. Be angry, but don't sin. And whatever you do, don't make excuses. Get over it and just do it. This has been Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ. Have a good day and a Happy New Year.
When
was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Ralphie's Fun Center brings you the birthday list as always, and we got some new names on there. Kim, who do we have?
All right, big happy birthday to Danny Luderman, Bernita Howard, Arthur Lee Brown, Amanda Humes, Carrie Benedict, Brooke Weir, Christy Redinga, Joe Ellen Perkins, Gina Chambers, Patricia Elmore, Sierra Humphrey, Roger Bunch, who turns 80 today.
And our good as gold person of the day today is?
Tammy Shockley.
All right, so if you see Tammy Shockley around town, pat her on the back, tell her she's good as gold from her friends at WCLU and a little taste of Texas, where good friends meet for great food and home for the best steaks in town.
We have about 6 more birthdays. Gary and Jerry Kingery, who turned 50. They're twins. Janice Botts, Nell Kidd, Dana Bailey, and Ray Bradley Sr.
I don't know how I cut you off like that.
It's all good.
Having a good morning here on WCLU. 66 degrees in downtown Glasgow. Here at 20 minutes to the top of the hour. We're going to pause now for just a moment, but when we come back, we're going to hang out a little more. Maybe talk tidbit news, something like that. We'll be right back here on Good Morning Live.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry and
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Wendy's. At participating Wendy's for a limited time.
This Saturday morning, don't miss a big auction sale in Glasgow conducted by Elmore Realty and Auction. The address is 410 Garment Avenue. This is a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom brick home. There's also a full finished basement with living space and a kitchenette, an 18 by 20 carport. And another extra of this auction sale is a separate building lot that'll be sold separately and then combined for the best sale. Personal property includes a grasshopper lawnmower, furniture, and appliances. You should see it ahead of the auction, and you can arrange a viewing by calling Dakota Ray Elmore at 270-651-7711. You will be impressed. Then be sure to attend this auction sale at 10 a.m. Saturday at 410 Garment Avenue. Get more online at elmoreauction.com. Elmore, the name you've grown to trust in Barron County since 1935. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer.
Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years. Names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics. And you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow, 46 years and counting. What do you say, Kim? You want to do some tidbit news?
Absolutely.
Let me get the theme song going.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
From around the globe and up the street, it's Tidbit News, and I've dug up a few funny stories for you today. The first of which is crazy on multiple levels, Kim. But here's what I have.
Let's hear it.
Authorities in Florida are asking for the public's help in tracking down a man who they say burglarized a Little League concession stand wearing nothing more than a ball cap and gloves.
I hope a ball game wasn't going on.
Why do you wear gloves if you don't have anything else on?
I'm not sure. That's a really good
Why do you?
question.
Well, this was in Pinellas County, where the sheriff's office say the naked burglar struck the stand at Fisher Field in Dunedin almost 2 weeks ago. Deputies say the burglar stole cameras and a cash box with $250 inside, and he caused $5,000 in damage. And the surveillance video obtained, which I will not show, by the Tampa Bay Times, also shows the man taking a package of hot dogs.
Well, I want to know what kind of gloves. Was it baseball gloves or was it winter gloves?
I would say it was like, try not to get my fingerprints on this gloves.
Okay.
But there's a whole lot of DNA you didn't cover, buddy.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely. Must not have anything distinguishing to be recognized by.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Of all places to steal from, though, a Little League concession stand.
That's when you've gotten real desperate.
Yeah. Life is rough for you if you've gone to that level. You know, because everybody knows those funds go to help the Little League program.
Well, maybe he can buy himself some clothes with those extra funds.
I don't think he's. I think the cash is gone. So anyway, I have that story. I have this other story here that it's really long, so I'm not going to read it all. But I'll set it up for you like this. Basically, these former people who worked in top secret parts of the government about space and UFOs and stuff like that, well, they don't work there anymore, but they're starting this new thing. So I'll read you the first paragraph here. Something extraordinary was revealed today. Former high-level officials and scientists with deep black experience who have always remained in the shadows came forward on one platform. The insiders have long-standing connections to government agencies which may have programs investigating unidentified aerial phenomena. The team includes a 25-year veteran of the CIA's Directorate of Operations, a Lockheed Martin program director for advanced systems at Skunk Works, and a former deputy assistant secretary of defense for intelligence. So these are people, they know what's going on. They know stuff you and I don't know.
I always think that's interesting because it is absolutely beyond my realm of comprehension. So I admire people who, I don't know, can understand all of that and how they think that all happens.
And that's kind of what they're saying in this story is the stuff they know, it's not, you can't understand it because he says there's technology out there that nobody should have, that they have seen. So they've launched this thing. It's called To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences. It's an innovative public benefit corporation that will advance research into unexplained phenomena and develop related technology. Three synergistic divisions. You have the Science Division, Aerospace Division, and Entertainment. We believe there are discoveries within our reach that will revolutionize the human experience, says President and CEO Tom DeLonge. He says that according to the statement that its team members who have been operating under the shadows of top secrecy for decades believe that there is sufficient credible evidence of UAP, that stands for Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, okay? And that proves that exotic technologies exist that could revolutionize the human experience.
Well, it always makes me wonder, does the government fuel Hollywood media, or do the Hollywood media movies fuel the other way around? It's kind of like the chicken or the egg. Which comes first?
And you know what show makes me think of that more than any show is that Madam Secretary.
I have not watched that.
And then Scandal, too. You know? Do you watch that? Do you watch those?
I have not, but I did watch House of Cards, which disturbed me on so many levels.
I've seen a few episodes of that.
I believe they're a lot true. That's what disturbs me.
Well, I'll dig a little deeper into this story, Kim, because they said they asked this guy who was it was in management for the Secretary of Defense His nickname is Lou. Luis is his name. He resigned from the Department of Defense, and literally the day after he was on board with this thing. So he says if he was asked if unidentified objects were considered to be threats. All right, this is Department of Defense. This is what he said. He said they did not exhibit overt hostility, but something unexplained is always assumed to be a potential threat until we are certain it isn't. On the bright side, I believe we are closer than ever before in our understanding of how it operates.
So that sounds like he believes there is, but he's just not sure if they're friendly or not. Right?
Right. You have to really, you have to have some kind of plan, even though you don't really know what they have. But I mean, that's what he's saying is this stuff is legit. So it's kind of weird. You don't know what's out there.
Well, our mind cannot comprehend all that is in general. So I don't know. It's beyond my comprehension, but so are lots of things.
A lot of things are beyond my comprehension. But nonetheless, that'll make you. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt.
Techie people can investigate that further.
Exactly. I mean, hopefully that doesn't ruin your sleep at night. But that leads me to my next story. A Houston-based mattress store posting a job opening for snooze turns to make money testing out beds. That's right.
That's a good job.
They'll pay you to sleep.
Sounds like a good job to me.
I mean, I'd like to have that job here in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. One of our girls, when she was little, she said, "Mom, when I grow up, I want to be a snack eater."
A snack eater? Like a taste tester?
Yes. So there
Quality
you go.
Control.
And a sleeper.
Well, here's what they said. They're saying that the mattress firm said that paid interns would work 30 hours a week testing out beds and creating written and video reviews for social platforms and mattressfirm.com. These snooze turns will be based out of the company's bed quarters in Houston and will create video content including sleep tips and interviewing locals about their sleeping habits.
So do they work the night shift, or do they have to try to sleep during the day, I wonder?
Well, they have to do these videos, which whenever I do videos, I always do them at night because it's just editing's just you got to get comfortable and dig in.
I'm not sure I could sleep well if I knew I was videoing myself sleeping.
Well, this story from UPI.com, they've got a link on here. If you want to know more about it, if you want to be paid to sleep, go to mattressfirm.com. I would love to have a snooze turn from Glasgow.
That would be awesome.
Like, seriously.
Somebody sign up and give us a report.
I'm from a sleepy little town. Pick me.
Oh, there you go. It's a good byline.
There you go. Ba-doom-ch. All right. So, yeah, mattressfirm.com. You can apply now. That's tidbit news, Kim. Pretty strange stuff out there.
It is, absolutely. It sounds like a great job, though, for a teenager.
I think it would be a good job.
Summer intern.
Teenagers require more sleep than you and I.
That's right.
Because they're still growing. So that would be a good study. Yeah. Kim Shipley, ladies and gentlemen, Barron County PVA, and I'm glad you came in and shared that information about the homestead exemption for our 65 and older crew. If you turn 65 this year, go today or go soon to the Barron County PVA's office, second floor of the County Government Center, and you'll get to see Kim and her staff, and you guys do a great job. So, Kim, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Wes. It's been a great morning.
And you're welcome back anytime. Hopefully, I don't know if you've ever done this before, but I think you did a pretty good job.
I have not, so it was fun. I'd love to do it again.
All right. Kim Shipley, ladies and gentlemen, 66 degrees in downtown Glasgow at 7:52. We're back after this on Good Morning Live.
Have a good day.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new Loaded Hash Round Bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Spend your weekday afternoons learning the common sense way to handle your money. The Dave Ramsey Show on WCLU from 1 to 4 helps you deal with money management, debt freedom, and financial peace. Brought to you locally by Lock Shield Partners, creating a map for your future. Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
Whoa, you look like you're ready to party.
Mm-hmm. A momentous occasion is upon us.
Please tell me I didn't forget our anniversary.
Nope. Someone is having a birthday. And don't worry, it isn't me.
Phew. So, who are we celebrating?
Bluegrass Cellular.
What? Bluegrass Cellular?
That's right. Our local cell phone provider is turning 28 years old, and they're throwing us a party.
I love a good party, especially when it's for me.
Actually, they're celebrating everyone who helped them get here. Whether you've been a customer for 28 years, or 28 months, or you're just thinking about joining the Bluegrass community.
Sure, but more important, what did they get me?
Your gift is 28% off every smartphone and tablet.
Wow, 28%! Happy birthday to me!
But it's not your...
Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday!
Restrictions apply. To join the party, visit bluegrasscellular.com or drop by your closest store. Bluegrass Cellular. Your community. Expanded.
The secret to your garden success is waiting for you now at Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States has in stock healthy garden plants ready for you to get a good start on the growing season. Southern States covers your lawn care